guys, it's another morning and this is my welcoming committee every morning. Some Italian chickens. I can say that because I'm Italian. So in other words, there are 3 guineas and they like to sing Christmas carols at the door right there. So yeah, there they are, Larry, Moe, and Curly, the 3 guineas. Of course, I think they were Jewish though. Oh well, enough of the goofy nationality jokes. Anyway, let's get on with the day. What is up, amigos? Check it out. We are on a road trip, a much overdue road trip that the missus and I have been planning on doing for such a while. We are in Birmingham, Alabama. We're on our way to North Carolina to just ride around the mountains, hang around, just do whatever. And we thought we might bring you guys along. Right now, we're just at our spot for the day, and we're just gonna get inside this hotel and just chill. So, you know, until then, as you can see, the missus is getting ready and I'm not helping. I'm gonna put this camera down, I'm gonna give her a hand, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, it is the next morning. Check it out, man. Instead of like having to worry about tea bags and stuff, we just pulled the whole liner out of the trunk lid and grabbed these little bags here that our friend Brian loaned to us. We got a little bit of a mess to clean up, and we're just gonna get on the road and we'll see you guys there. And I probably won't use this cut, I'm just playing with this camera right now. All right, we got everything organized. Got to get this bike packed up. It is the next morning, and the missus should be down in a minute, even though that's useless knowledge. You guys know what's going on. We're on a trip, and today we're headed to Blue Ridge Motorcycle Campground in Crusoe, North Carolina. So until we get there, we'll see you guys there. Okay guys, I made a discovery. One of the things you always want to keep track of is this right here, as I noticed as we were leaving the hotel. That lever right there is pretty freaking loose on the shaft down there. On the way up here, I thought I was having issues upshifting. I had no problems downshifting, and I thought it was an oil thing. So one of the things I didn't film is that we stopped and pulled over. We put more oil in the primary, thinking maybe the clutches weren't letting go. And I was a little low on transmission fluid. I put some transmission fluid in that. Seems to work better, but nevertheless, check this out. Because this thing is so loose, every time I try to shift up, it's hitting that. It's hitting the primary case, and then eventually it'll just slip off that way. So I got to get an extension for that socket bolt before I end up stripping out the shaft that's in the transmission, because you don't want that happening, especially when you're far from home. So I'm gonna get in here, see if I can find some tools to fix that real quick before we have a major catastrophe. Okay, let's see if they got an extension. Maybe even some Allen wrenches or something like that might be conducive, or would be conducive, as long as they're long enough to reach that bolt down there. All right, we're in business. So let's get out of here. All right, thanks a lot. All right. Nothing like having the wrench while you're on a road trip. I mean, you normally don't find out what the heck is going on until you really start putting some miles on these bikes. And then they really start to speak to you. It's kind of hard to figure things out when you're only going around the block so many times. So why not find out on a road trip, right? All right, that's a lot better. I bet it shifts a lot better too. So I'm gonna clean up this mess. We're gonna get on the road and make the rest of the way up there. And we'll see you guys there. Hey guys, we finally made it through much hills and mountains, as you saw, and the temperature has changed drastically since we got here. But check out the place. This is where we're at. It is the Blue Ridge Motorcycle Campground. Take a look at this place. Nice size bed, just simple wooden walls and electricity, imagine that. And we got fast food right here. So if we get really hungry and we feel like having some chicken nuggets for breakfast, we know where to find it, right? Let's take a look at the rest of this place. Let's go look around. Hey guys, it is another day. It's Wednesday morning. Some of the riders are getting out and about. And check this out. This is Richard and this is Chris right here. And these guys have a channel of their own. It's called, what do you guys call it?
Two Wheels Big Life.
Two Wheels Big Life. And what exactly do you do?
We're full-time on two wheels right now. So we
sold our house April 22nd and we hit the road, and here it is October and we're still going. Our kids were taking bets of how long we'd last.
Yeah.
I think it was like 2 weeks.
Yeah, we won the bet.
Yeah.
We won the bet on that one, so for sure.
Here we are.
So in other words, you guys have become nomadic in what you're doing. How do you guys make it happen? How do you live? How do you make it possible?
Wow.
Well, right now, we're living on a small amount of savings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we just thought we would take the summer off and go out there and decide what it is we wanted to do. And we still haven't figured it out. So.
Yeah. We still, I always say we haven't figured out what we want to do when we grow up.
Tell me about your campsite. I see you got a solar panel here. You got quite the Taj Mahal happening right here.
This is the Taj. We call it the Taj. But this is a 100-watt solar panel, and I've got a 500 or a 650-watt lithium battery, solar charge controller, and a 500-watt inverter, and that runs all of our GoPros and our computers and powers everything. We have water filtration, so as long as we're near a water source, we can be self-sustained out on boondocking and camping anywhere.
That's pretty cool. So what exactly what kind of content do you guys typically put out on your channel?
It's all about our life on the road.
Just documenting your life on the road.
Yeah,
that
the
is pretty
camping,
cool.
the cooking, just all the things involved.
A lot of how-tos and stuff like that.
Yeah, we've got a few how-tos, and you know, I've got a thing on this solar and some stuff we've done.
What we discovered out on the road is that everything takes twice as long. So we thought, hey, we're going to get on the road and we'll be able to do a lot of how-tos and showcase the stuff that we're using, and we don't have time. So what we're finding is it's just easier to do our travels right now until we decide to land somewhere and have a little bit more time.
I think that's actually pretty good content right there, because I'm finding that there's a lot of people who are watchers and they live vicariously through what people are doing on the road. You know, and they wish they could do that. Or some people even get inspired to do something like that, you know?
Yes.
So, anyway, it's pretty cool. So, anyway, this is
Two Wheels Big Life.
Two Wheels Big Life on YouTube. I'm going to leave a link to their channel down below in the description so you guys can go and check them out. Give them guys a thumbs up on everything they do if you subscribe, and please subscribe to these guys. They got good stuff going on. But anyway, thanks for talking to me about that. It's really cool to meet fellow YouTubers, fellow content creators.
Awesome meeting you.
Awesome meeting you, man.
Right.
It's really cool.
All right.
All right.
Anyway, until the next adventure. And here we are at the Cherokee Indian Reservation. I have to say this is the nicest reservation I have ever seen. Not that I have been to a lot of them, but this place here has got such a high prosperity rate. I mean, there's peace, there's cleanliness, and there's, just like in the South, there's a church just about on every corner. But as you can see here, they got a Harley store. Not that you've never seen a Harley store before, but this is actually a store. They don't sell motorcycles, but we're going to get inside here and take a look around and probably walk around this area here and just see what we can find. All right, so let's check it out. Okay, well, that wasn't very interesting. Bunch of frou-frou, but you know, there's also a market for frou-frou anyway. So, what next? You want to get some icy creams?
That sounds delicious.
Ice creams with
Ice cream.
pistachios and
I would, yeah, pistachio.
liver and
ice cream.
onions too.
Ooh, gosh,
I'm just
I don't
kidding.
even like liver and onions minus the ice cream.
Yeah, nice little plaza they got here. It looks like teepees and stuff like that. You know, oops, I shouldn't say that out loud. Yeah, we might get scalped. Watch out. Thank you. Now it's gonna make a mess of things. Not that it's that interesting. Like you ain't never had ice cream before, right?
You're not supposed to cry over spilt milk, but you are supposed to cry over spilt ice cream.
So this is what it's really like when the tourists hang around. At least we get to see the real side of things and not the old hyped up whoop-de-doo, come have the ball, you know. So this is what daily life is like in Cherokee. So what do you think about it? All right, that's about enough for the Cherokee Reservation. The day's getting short, so we're gonna see if we can jump on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Okay guys, this is where we were at when I took you on the live feed and let you see it. So let's get a different perspective of it, okay?